Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Perry Municipal Authority. It is February 22nd, 2018. Roll call, please.
Coldiron.
Here.
Gilbreath. Here. Franklin.
Here.
Hicks.
Here.
Ahern.
Here.
Seabolt. Morrell.
Here.
Streller.
Here.
Johnson.
Here. I do declare a quorum. Bill, would you do our invocation?
You bet. Will you all pray with me, please? Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening. We thank you for the moisture that you're giving us. Even in the form that it comes, we appreciate it tremendously. We know that you are in control of all things, and you provide this for us. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you be with this meeting tonight. You be with each and every council person, that you clear our minds and let us be able to think diligently about the decisions that we have to make. And all decisions we make, I pray that we'll be able to glorify you. I pray this through your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Bill. First item is the consent agenda. It has two parts, A and B. I know you've looked those over. Do I have a motion to accept those, please?
Motion to approve consent agenda. Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Coldiron.
Yes.
Gilbreath. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Streller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Next item will be item 4, comments from those assembled. Any comments concerning the PMA this evening? Comments? Seeing none, we'll move on to item 5, which is proclamations, commendations, reports, and inquiries by the governing body. Council, staff? Seeing none, we'll move on to item 6, which we will table until the next meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion to table.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Coldiron.
Yes.
Gilbreath. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Streller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 7, new business. Any new business we brought before the council, whatever we are here, the authority this evening?
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Coldiron.
Yes.
Gilbreath. Here. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
I already
Ahern.
know that.
Morrell.
Yes.
Streller.
Are you?
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. We are adjourned. I'll now call to order the regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Perry. It is February 22nd, 2018. Roll call, please.
Coldiron.
Here.
Gilbreath. Here. Franklin.
Here.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Here.
Seabolt. Morrell.
Here.
Streller.
Here.
Johnson.
President, I do declare a quorum. You see the consent agenda, it is lengthy, A through L. Is there any of those items you wish to remove for further discussion, or give me a motion to approve as presented?
Motion to approve. Second.
Thank you. Any questions now? None? Roll call, please.
Coldiron.
Yes.
Gilbreath. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Streller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. Comments from those assembled concerning the council meeting this evening and its agenda? Any comments? Seeing none, we'll move on to item 5, proclamations, commendations, reports, and inquiries by the governing body. Council, staff? Seeing none, we'll move on to our city manager report and monthly update.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to just mention a few things. We've had a new email system that's upgraded our email. Gives us the ability to see others' calendars, and that's very helpful. It also syncs up our phones with our desktop. It's certainly made my life a whole lot easier. I think Dixie will agree theirs with her, so we're appreciative of that. Also, we have council meetings are now streamed in 2 different places, YouTube and on Facebook, so we're excited about that. Also, we, some months ago, I believe before, probably around Thanksgiving, towards the end of the year, council approved some surplus, some items to be surplus. We've auctioned those off through Danny Shade with for the sale of it. The first round, we received $5,696. And I think that's pretty good. So we're excited about that. So that's all I have. Any other questions you may have? Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Questions? Item 7 we'll skip because it's obvious our financial officer is not here this evening. Item 8. Consider approval of ordinance 2018-05 of the City Council of the City of Perry, Oklahoma, amending Chapter 18 of Perry Municipal Code 2015 by the amendment of Section 17-607E entitled Solid Waste Collection and Disposal Rates, providing for new rates for larger containers with larger volumes of certain commercial accounts, providing a repealer, savings, codification, severability, an effective date, and declaring an emergency. You can see the discussion in the background there. Is there any discussion among the council this evening?
So it says that if they pick up once or twice a week, it's $50, correct?
Additional $50.
That's for a larger dumpster,
Yeah,
a larger container?
Yes, in each instance, it's $50 in the first one, and that's 2 times a week. For each 2 yards, you're gonna add a $50 upcharge, and yes, you'll get a larger container. And then as there's more pickups, the increase per 2 yards goes up. And so you'll see with each increase in number of times, the amount that's charged for the extra size dumpster goes up. But we checked these against other rates, and we found that we were under other city rates. And of course, this is for the new business that's opening, selling ice cream made of cow's milk. So, I mean, that's what led to this. They have a more confined space, they want larger dumpsters. And what? I'm
What
sorry?
are we talking about?
Brahms. It was just kind
Brahms
of a
wants a
joke.
larger container.
Well, I'm
was-
thinking goat milk.
I was too, Crystal, thank you.
Okay,
No,
right.
cow's milk. It was a joke.
I didn't get it.
But-
I'll talk to it.
Okay, but it's for it was for Brahms.
Okay.
It's for Brahms. They're the ones that asked for it, so that's what we brought.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Colern.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yeah.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you, Brad.
Need an emergency?
Yes.
Do we have an emergency? Need a motion?
Motion on emergency.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you. Roll call.
Colern.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Items 9 is items pertaining to planning and zoning. Item A, receive recommendation from the Perry Planning Commission on the application to rezone a certain tract from its current zoning of AG, which is agricultural district, to C2, general commercial district, and conduct a site plan review for the location of a new body shop, which application was received from Devin Beggy, is that it?
Briggy.
Briggy, Devin Briggy, with an address of 2317 West 40th Street in Stillwater. And Brent Webb and Les Webb at an address of 1310 Highway 77, Perry, Oklahoma. You see the description of the property. I'm not reading it. Background, we're rezoning property for a new body shop in the same area where the Assembly of God Church is.
David Payne is here to answer any
Yes.
questions, and so is Dave. So,
Where is that building gonna sit?
Straight east of the Assembly of God, right across the road, on that hill. It will be 402 Rutherford Road, and it'll be built and approved.
I didn't see anything concerning in the documents, so I'll just motion to approve.
Assembly of God.
This is recommendation.
Yeah, it's just a
We'll
recommendation.
move on to the next one.
Oh, that's the one? Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
approve that ordinance.
David, you are recommending this. I see
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
it passed the planning commission.
Okay, thank you. Good, then it is recommended by the planning commission. We'll move on to item B. Just consider approval of ordinance of 2018-06 of the city council of the city of Perry, Oklahoma, amending current zoning AG Agriculture to C2 General Commercial District, improving the site plan for real property located at 402 Rutherford Road, Perry, Oklahoma. That's the location.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion second. Dixie?
Calderon.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes. Yes.
Stoller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Motion on emergency.
Second.
Roll call.
Calderon.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Stoller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item C, David, you may have to help us on this one too.
Yeah.
Consider approval of ordinance 2018-07 of the City Council of the City of Perry upon amending Chapter 12 of the Perry Municipal Code 2015 by the amendment of Section 12-205 entitled Definitions by addition of a new subsection 67A defining travel trailers and by the amended subsection 1222B entitled Storage and Parking of Trailers and Commercial Vehicles in Residential Districts. Would you like to explain this to them in greater
Sure.
detail?
This gives some structure to, or some guidance to anyone who would want to create an RV park or a park to accommodate travel trailers, recreational vehicles, whatever. And we had looked at a more involved one, but we kind of stripped it down to this. It's simple. And we had two recommendations from the Planning Commission. They recommend to the council that you approve this with two caveats. Paragraph 67A said travel trailers shall not be permitted in a mobile home park. They want to take that statement out and allow them in mobile home parks. And it was suggested, we'll leave this to you, Jim may want to address it, that maybe the title of travel trailer or the definition of travel trailer, maybe it should be changed to RV, quote, recreational vehicle, and define that pretty much as it's defined, but just using RV rather than travel trailer, since it does also encompass vehicles that can travel under their own power, like a motor home. So it is viewed as being a little misleading to call it travel trailer if motor homes are allowed. But when it comes down to the definition is okay. So they decided to leave it to you all, whether you want to change the word travel trailer to RV or not. But otherwise, it was recommended for approval.
We are, my first thought on this is just to put an and there and say recreational vehicles, travel trailers and recreational vehicles. But that's, instead of trying to define it to one type of
Yeah.
camping gear.
And we probably could have given this a little more thought and had it in writing, but as you're aware, we had our meeting just before this meeting, so we have to bring it verbally instead of in print. So that's what the recommendation was.
What's the thought behind the first caveat with the?
Oh, in 67A, it says travel trailers shall not be permitted in a mobile home park. But in another place in our ordinance, they're specifically allowed in mobile home parks. So one of those had to be fixed. And it was suggested that we not disallow them in mobile home parks. So take that out
Yeah,
of that.
strike
paragraph.
that.
Strike that.
Completely, yeah. Recreational vehicles pretty well encompasses fifth wheels, travel trailers, and motorhomes. If you look at dealerships, they say, I'm a recreational dealer, recreational vehicle dealer, an RV dealer. They handle all of them. So it's recreational vehicle is
Is a travel
encompassing
trailer.
all of them.
Okay.
Travel trailers,
Okay.
fifth wheels,
I
motorhomes.
understand. That's good.
So that was the reason for that second caveat.
That's number two.
So it could be done with a find and replace probably. Any other questions for me?
What mobile home parks do we have here in Perry at this time?
We have the one up on, let's see, is it Oto? And I think that is the only.
Is there anyone living in those on Oto?
Yeah,
Or
we
is
have
it-
several trailers right there off Century Park too on Second Street.
Yeah.
But it's,
Isn't there,
That's really not a mobile home park.
I think the one on Oto is the only one that's actually a mobile home park. The
wasn't there some
others-
travel trailers down there off of Cedar, somewhere back in there?
Well, there was, I think a lot of those have been removed.
Okay.
And those
One out there
just
west.
happened.
That's an
Those just
RV
kind of
park out
happened
there.
over the years.
Yeah.
At Center Corner?
Yeah.
In Center Corner, yeah.
So this gives some guidance to how those would be accommodated in period of time and things like that, how they're hooked up.
You know, primary thing is it's temporary. It's, you're reading the ordinance, it has 30 days and 90 days and so forth. So it's travelers who are on the road come in, hook up at the RV park there for a few days or a few hours, and head on out.
If you're gonna be permanent, you go to a mobile home park, which we don't have, but we
Yeah.
need one. We have a very brief description of what a mobile home park is, and we've tried in the past to make that better, but that's another subject.
Exactly.
Totally.
No one will be able to put one of these in unless they go through a use by review process.
Right.
And only if they're in agricultural or C2 zoning district. Only after notice, public hearing, the approval of this board of not only the use by review, but of a site plan.
Site plan review.
And that's how we're gonna handle that. So, I mean, it isn't like you pass this, you know, people are gonna be able to start doing this. It's all gonna have to come before you and be reviewed and either approved or denied.
We
Yeah.
really didn't have any guidelines prior to this.
And these will be permanent parking spaces with electricity, water, sewer hookup, the whole 9 yards. So it is a recreational vehicle park.
And there's a minimum acreage of half an acre for a park.
I believe that's correct.
So you can't, we purposely did this so you can't buy a 25-foot lot and put two travel trailers on there or something like that. We wanted to make it bigger.
And it does prohibit putting them out in front of your house and hooking them up and living in them too.
Correct.
Motion to approve ordinance 2018-07 with the two changes that Mr. Payne suggested.
Have a second?
Second.
Roll call, Dixie.
Colbert.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Emergency clause?
Motion for emergency.
And second?
Second.
Colbert.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks. Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yep.
Johnson.
Yes. Item D of 10 is consider approval of an ordinance number 2018-08 of the City Council of the City of Perry, Oklahoma, amending Chapter 5, Article 1 of the Perry Municipal Code 2015 by the addition of a new section, 5-114, entitled Pods, providing for the use, location, purpose of pods or similar structures within the City of Perry and providing for the use by review, building permits, penalties, exceptions, providing for repealer, savings, codification, severability, penalty, and declaring an emergency.
That was not approved as is by the planning commission, so they voted to table that and give it some more wordsmithing.
Okay,
Correct?
so we need a motion to table it also.
Motion to table.
Second.
Thank you, roll call.
Goldar.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. I'm sorry, that was item 9D, not 10D, 9D. Item 10, consider appointments to the planning commission for 2 commission seats. I would like you to think about this, and we bring our nominations before this council at our next meeting. If you have some recommendations, or you thought about this and discussed it, and you feel confident in what you're proposing, then I wouldn't be hesitant to have a motion and a second on it, but it's up to you. I'd rather hold it over for my purposes, but some of you may have some information I don't have. Motion to table?
Motion to table.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, Dixon.
Goldar.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 11. Consider approval of a contract for easement and lease agreement with Benjamin R. Fritz and M. Suzanne Fritz. We're putting a sanitary sewer line across their property and requesting the easement. We've made some adjustments to that easement and how it affects a foundation on that property, and those were included here, this easement. And then the drawing here of the plat shows the easement, and it has a jog in it down here. That's to accommodate that foundation. And the city manager says they have accepted that, and if it's acceptable to you, we need the easement.
Did we not approve an agreement with them already?
No.
We never did?
You approved an agreement with Urban to put it in, but we didn't get the survey until late, and this has been on your agenda before.
Maybe that's what I remember.
Yeah, but we didn't approve, but we got the survey, and then he wanted it more tightened, and it just has taken a while to bring that survey forward. It was received, yesterday? And so it got finalized today.
Need a motion to accept.
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Goldar.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yep.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. Item 12, review of a canvas of AMI bid tabulation. Presentation to be made by UTS Supply in Wesco on afternoon February 28th. Direct that a recommendation bid award be made to the City Council at its regular meeting on March 5, 2018. We got the bids on those automated metering systems for power and water. We've gone through those, and what we want to do is have those companies come and do a presentation of those items before our city staff, and to decide which one we want to accept the bid from. We don't have to take the equipment unless we want it and we want the bid, and even if it may be lower, we want to have the best equipment. So we want them to do a presentation of that equipment before our wastewater treatment plant people, our water treatment people, and our and city staff. So that's what we're looking for. Then from those presentations, we'll come back with a recommendation to you on which one to accept.
Mayor, is there some background here I'm not aware of on how we're going to finance this?
Oh, the money is, it has already been provided for. We did a bank note
Yeah.
in the amount of $3.1 million. The money is in the bank, and a portion that is a capital improvements deal. The money is in the bank, ready to pay for this.
And how are we repaying the bank
From
It's okay.
think about that financing.
We refunded,
We refunded.
some bonds.
Yeah, what did we refund? God, It's slipping my mind.
Was it the water bond?
It was street bonds. We had three quarters of it go to streets and one quarter up to, other improvements or
You know, I'm
municipal
gonna have to get with you. It's
That's
just,
fine.
it's been a long day and it slipped.
Okay,
But,
you'll catch me up later.
but there is one. It was lawfully done.
I'm sure it was.
We have the, I wish Russ was here. Once again, it has to do with money, but I should know. But
Yeah, Russ, text Bryce White Creek.
yeah, he said I could call. Call a friend.
Wasn't it the refinancing?
It was refinancing.
Refinancing of the water bond?
Yes.
And
No,
through that
street
refinancing, you came up with some cash.
Ballpark.
Ballpark.
All right, that's what it was. We refinanced
Thanks,
the
Russ.
ballpark, and we separated certain dollars, because we added in some water revenue, we separated
But he
those
didn't answer
dollars.
my
We
text
kept them
yet.
both separate, but we did, it's gonna be paid back from revenue from the system. And there's no separate sales tax or anything, but it was all, and the way it was done, our payment didn't go up.
Good.
It put it off for a longer period of time and didn't go up. Extended the water deal, so. Now, not the McMurtry deal, but a different deal, because that's not subject to
Well, I'm glad
refinance.
to see this because I looked 20 years ago to find money for it and couldn't.
Right. Well, it's good that we waited, because technology is finally caught up, and these companies, the two that we're gonna look at are splendid. And this, you must admit, this RFP process and the
Yes.
whole thing, it's gone very well, very sharp competition. I think everyone knew what they were bidding on, and so I think we're gonna have, whatever you do, we're gonna have a good result.
It's gonna be a great benefit to the city in many ways,
Many ways.
in many, many ways.
I feel like we already had some kind of obligation on the 28th, is that not right?
But that's till
That's the
20,
Stillwater.
till 28?
On the
On the
28th.
28th.
On February the 28th.
Because we're proposing here to schedule that meeting for this on the 28th, and I feel like,
Well, this,
Yeah,
this,
yeah, that one's in the, it's not with you. Of course, any of you can come if you want to. We're gonna have it as a meeting, but those meetings are at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock?
1 PM and 2:30.
We also had to set aside the 28th in case we needed a meeting because of Stillwater's.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
that's what I
and
was-
that would be in the evening.
okay.
And that's based on whatever
just-
their action is on the 27th.
I was remembering that, I don't remember what time we talked about for the 28th.
But I presume it'll be at 6:15 or, in the evening, and then those are in the afternoon.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So we have received the bids and we're gonna have presentations done. We'll move to item 13. Consider approval of certain budget amendments to the general fund budget and other budgets. We have to table that to the next meeting.
Move to table.
Second.
Roll call, Dixon.
Goldar.
Yes.
Gilbert.
What you got, Bill?
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Yes. Item 14, consider nomination of 2 qualified elected or appointed officials to the OMAG governing body. Consider nominating qualified or elected or appointed officials to that board. The city has in the past nominated Russ Meacham. There is no nomination or no action on this item. Take action deemed advisable. What do we need to do, Dixie?
Oh, just if anybody is interested, then nominate them, but they still have to go through an election process with the whole
With the whole
board, so
OMAG.
it's just a nomination.
Has anyone talked to Russ to see if he was?
He's not here.
Amen.
Even nominated.
Yeah,
This is kind of my
Was
train of
he
thought.
on the board or just
He
nominated?
was
No, just
nominated, he
nominated.
didn't receive enough votes last time.
Any of you want to do this, we'll nominate you.
I want to nominate Russ.
Sounds like a winner.
Second.
Roll call, Dixie.
Goldar.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Can I humiliate him again?
Don't miss a meeting. Item 15. Review the canvas of bids received. Consider award of a bid on a 2018 street improvements with Evans and Associates as the lowest responsible bidder. Authorize the mayor to execute the agreement with Evans and Associates contingent upon review and approval of the bonds, power of attorney, and insurance by the city attorney. Excuse me. You see in the background here that their bid was substantially lower than the other bid that we received from Cummins. So,
Stephen Frank is here.
oh, yes, he is. There's Stephen. What do you think, Stephen? Stephen Franks of Invocation.
I do think it was nice that we had two bidders this time, because the last two times it was just Evans and Associates, but this time Cummins Construction did bid on the project. I thought they were good bids. They definitely gave some price breaks for quantities, and I think just the competition helped drive some of the unit prices down. So
And they were less than your estimate,
they were.
considerably less,
Right.
so.
And a good portion of that estimate was based off of previous year's bids. Now, there were soft costs that were a little bit hard to estimate with mobilization and staking, those type of items.
Where's Cummins located?
I think it's Enid.
Enid.
Yeah, we were real excited that we had two bids, two companies, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
You see the recommendation? there?
Motion to approve the bid from Evans and Associates.
And to execute the agreement?
Yep. I was getting to that before you cut me off.
Jim said.
Second.
Any comments, questions? Roll call, please.
Kolar,
Yes.
Gilbreath.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you, Stephen.
Steve, thanks for coming all the way from Wichita there, appreciate it.
All right, item 16, consider approval of an agreement with R.L. Shears Company, PC, for the preparation of plans and specifications for the City of Perry Sidewalk Project Phase 3. We are waiting for Phase 1 and 2, 90% plans.
Yeah, I'd like to wait until we get real close to doing 1 and 2, and then let's talk about this.
Yes.
This maybe in the next fiscal year, and maybe in 2 years, don't know. So I think we're jumping the gun a little bit here, but we did put it on there because it was something that we felt you should know about, so.
Well, we'll take, if you, just to let you know, there's no funding cycle this year, but there's a funding cycle in 2019. And it will take basically a year to come up with these plans. So, I mean, if you want to apply for the grant in 2019, you know, you're going to need to do this so that you've got shovel-ready plans to approve. This is the Phase 3, you know, the third part of it. And I haven't talked to Larry about this. I just want to make sure that you know that the theory was that we would do it, you know, that we'd do it this year, and then we would apply in 2019, and then presumably it would be built in 19 or 20. The funds would come from the street tax, and I think we laid out how much money there is, but it is.
I'd hate to get to that point and not have plans and just kind of terminate the end of the project, you know, the third phase.
Well, it all depends. I mean, do you want it out there? I mean, the state money, I suppose, could dry up at some point too. They're allocating a whole lot of dollars to sidewalks, and they could shift that over to bridges or to something. I mean, I don't have any idea, but they do get, you know, different priorities. So, just so you have all the information.
If the city manager thinks we need to wait, I think we need to wait. In my opinion.
Well, the idea of having shovel-ready plans is not a bad idea. If you have the funds and you want to spend the funds now for the surveys and engineering costs.
Have we already been awarded 1 and 2?
Yes.
We have been.
Yes.
Yes, we gotta do this.
And we have the dollars assigned,
Yeah.
I mean, already appropriated for those purposes.
Motion to approve the agreement with R.L. Shears and Company.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Coldiron.
Yes.
Gilbreath.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you, council. Item 17, consider approval letter of agreement with R.L. Shears Company, P.C. for the professional landscape architectural services to assist the city in pursuing project funding for the ODOT Safe Route to Schools program. I searched into this and so has Larry. What the deal is that there's federal dollars out there that Oklahoma has missed in the past because someone just dropped the ball and didn't reassign a director to their Safe Routes to School program at ODOT. And we have a need for sidewalks to get kids across 15th Street on their bicycles or on the sidewalks that we do not have. So we're applying for this grant to get some money put together to build those sidewalks. And with the busing as it is this year and last year with more kids walking, I think we really need to hop on this Safe Routes to School, if any way possible, to get that grant money.
And so what, I'm not understanding what this is. This is the application for the grant?
Yes, it would be a $15,000 fee to design it, come here, meet with us, figure out, you know, where this should be, where it should be placed, and then do all the conceptual drawings. Then that's $15,000 to do that, then submit it for the grant. These grants are $350,000, $450,000. It's 100% construction paid for by the state, 80% of the engineering. Like this last one was $100,000 in engineering cost. You would have a $20,000 cost total, you know, maybe in the whole project, and get, you know, a $500,000 benefit for 12 plus what you're paying here to apply for the grant. So the thought was that was a good leverage of public money to state money.
I've known about this program for a long time, and I knew the first director of it, and what happened, she got promoted. And then for 2 years it sat idle, and I kept calling down there looking for their Safe Routes to School coordinator. They didn't have one. Well, finally they woke up and assigned the person these duties. So I think we need to take advantage of them if at all possible.
Motion to have to approve a letter of agreement for the project, Safe to School project.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for something. Roll call.
Coldiron.
Yes.
Gilbreath.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 18, consider nomination and appointment of a trustee to seat 5 of the Perry Memorial Hospital Authority to fill a vacancy created by the resignation of trustee Shirley Scott. As y'all know, we discussed this, and this appointment by the authority at the hospital and by our agreement with them has to come from Ward 2, Post 2, and Ward 2, Post 1. And they are to nominate someone to take that post. Well, Shelley's not here, so she can't make the nomination, so I'm going to direct Jim to make the nomination because I think he needs to nominate himself for this post. And I need your support in that. Do I have a motion?
You made it.
He
I
has
just made
to, who made the nomination?
He has to make the nomination. The
He has.
motion is to make him make the nomination, because he doesn't want to do it.
That's my motion. I
He
didn't
doesn't
say
want to do it. He doesn't want to do it because it's self-serving. So.
He and I He and I butt heads a lot on politics, so I
But
will,
you
Mayor.
can't nominate.
I just did.
Yeah.
I will make the motion that Jim has to appoint himself. And I will share with you, I went through the same thing 25 years ago.
Give me a second.
Right?
Second.
All right,
Wow, that's
Okay.
all right. Roll call, Dixie.
Kolar,
Yes.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Franklin,
Abstain.
Motion.
Abstain.
Yes.
Ahern,
Yes.
Morrell,
Yes.
Stroller,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, okay, now
Now
you have to
then.
make
Now-
the
now,
motion.
Jim,
And now I've got to make a motion to nominate myself, which is, I don't know quite how to word
Second.
this.
We got a second.
We're talking.
Roll call,
Put him out of
Dixie.
his misery.
Seconded that.
Should I say no?
Yeah, you can if you like. You certainly may.
Kolar,
If you can pull anybody else in, it'd be great.
No.
Yes, I guess.
Gilbert,
Yes, I guess. Abstain.
Franklin,
Yes.
Hicks,
This is
Ahern,
crazy.
Yes.
Morrell,
Yes.
Stroller,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you, Jim, for volunteering that way.
You're welcome.
Item 19, is there any new business to be brought before the council this evening? Any new business? Anyone? Seeing none, item 20. Consider convening into executive session for the purpose of confidential communication between the governing body and the city attorney concerning potential claim against Cimarron Construction Company concerning 15th Street drainage improvement and certain claims against the Perry Memorial Hospital Authority, which the city may need to contractually cover the payment of in order to keep the proposed sublease in full force and effect, and which disclosure seriously impair the ability of the governing body to process the claim in the public interest pursuant to 25 OS 307B4. Do I have a motion?
Motion to convene in the executive session.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, Dixon.
Kolar,
Yes.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Franklin,
Yes.
Hicks,
Yes.
Ahern,
Yes.
Morrell,
Yes.
Stroller,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes, thank you. I need a motion to reconvene.
You flash them at me every time. Never offered one.
Second,
Second,
got a second? Roll call, Dixon.
Kilburn.
Yes.
Gilbert.
You're a
Yes.
teacher.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. Is there any action need to be taken?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Roll call, Dixon.
Kilburn.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yep, yes.
Johnson.
Yes.